Something is in that pool, and nobody knows what it is. Let's get into it. A guy films his swimming pool, and there is something in it that should not exist. A red octopus like shape on top. Below it, something that looks like a sea slug. And it is moving, not floating, not drifting, moving deliberately across the pool, step from left to right. No ocean within reasonable distance, no explanation for how it got there. And the people watching the footage cannot agree on whether it is a toy, a living creature, or something that does not fit either category. That is where we start today because 2026 is producing footage that people are sending around and saying, explain this. And a lot of the time, nobody can. But the pool creature is not the strangest thing happening right now, not even close. Let's talk about the fires. Because there is a warehouse fire tracker, not a wildfire tracker, not a natural disaster tracker, a warehouse fire tracker that is currently showing an unusual number of active fires across the United States. Warehouses burning, universities set ablaze, a gas plant in Texas exploding attributed to a lightning strike, but the timing of that lightning strike and the scale of the explosion have people asking questions that mainstream media is not spending much time on. Buckeye, Arizona, dealing with an uncontrollable wildfire spreading in conditions that firefighters are struggling to contain. And the sounds, because the sounds being captured in American cities right now do not sound like America. People describing what they are hearing outside their windows as sounding like a war zone. Explosions, power lines going down, sustained booms that have no immediate official explanation. Someone in Los Angeles filming the sky and saying, over here, thinking it is World War II in LA. That is not hyperbole for effect. That is someone standing outside, genuinely processing what they are hearing and trying to find a framework for it. And then the airline situation. Spirit Airlines has shut down completely. A United Airlines plane clipped the top of a semi truck on landing, caught on the truck's dash cam in an incident that nobody who drives a truck or flies on planes should be comfortable with. People are having flights canceled at rates that are drawing attention, civil unrest in multiple cities, and a general background feeling among a significant number of people that something is building. That whatever normal was has shifted into something else. And then the cruise ship, three people dead in the Atlantic Ocean from what is being described as an outbreak of a rodent transmitted virus, and according to multiple reports, with evidence of human to human transmission. 150 passengers stranded at sea waiting for help, and the footage coming from that ship is raising questions beyond the virus itself. Where are the other passengers? Entire sections of the ship appearing abandoned in every video that surfaces. People noticing that the visual evidence does not match the passenger count and asking what is actually happening on that vessel. I am not going to tell you that there is a second pandemic unfolding on a cruise ship in the Atlantic. I do not know that. What I know is that three people are dead, passengers are stranded, human to human transmission is being reported as possible, and the visual evidence from the ship raises questions that have not been answered. And the last time someone said to keep people on a boat and not let anyone in or out until we figure out what is happening, that sentence came with a very specific set of memories for most people alive today. Now, the sky. Because on top of everything else, the sky is still producing things that people cannot explain. A flash that lights up the entire sky. Not lightning, not a firework, something that makes someone standing outside say, what the hell is going on, as their whole field of vision whites out for a moment. Strange cloud formations hanging stationary in ways that clouds do not hang. Objects in the sky that people keep filming and keep being unable to categorize. And then the marine life, because the ocean is contributing to the strangeness in ways that feel significant. Unknown creatures being found far from any body of water, jelly like substances falling from the sky. And the creature that someone found while kayaking in open water filmed at the surface, enormous, covered in what appear to be barnacles or suction cups connecting multiple sections of it together. something that the person filming clearly has never seen before, something that marine biologists who have reviewed the footage cannot immediately categorize. Uploaded a year ago, re-uploaded recently, spreading because people keep watching it and keep not being able to say what it is. And back to the pool, because the question that nobody in the original footage answers is the most important one. How did it get there? Even if that thing in the swimming pool is a sea creature of some kind, even if it is a small octopus that somehow survived outside of salt water long enough to end up in a residential pool, how did it get there? Did a bird carry it? Did it fall from the sky? Is there a connection between the unknown biological material falling from the atmosphere that has been documented in multiple locations and a living creature showing up in a suburban swimming pool with no apparent route of entry? I am not connecting dots that are not there. I am asking the questions that the footage raises because the footage raises them. And in 2026, more footage is raising more questions than at any point in recent memory. The fires, the sounds, the airline failures, the cruise ship virus, the skylights, the marine creatures, the pool, and a warehouse fire tracker that is tracking warehouses catching fire across the United States at a rate that is apparently significant enough that someone built a dedicated tool to monitor it. Something is seriously wrong right now. Not one thing, multiple things simultaneously. And the footage that people are uploading every day from every location is making it harder and harder to look away. See you in the next one.